Hello friends, a very warm welcome to Raman Tutorial for English. My dear friends, this is Ramakant from Tumkur. Hi friends, in this video we are going to discuss one of the most important topics for all types of competitive exams, that is conjunctions. My dear friends, in this video, conjunctions part 1 video, we are going to discuss what is the meaning of conjunction, what are the types of conjunctions, at the same time what are the important conjunctions we have in English, at the same time we are going to use some important conjunctions in meaningful sentences. My dear friends, in my video, in the video conjunctions part 2, there we are going to discuss what are the rules which are related to conjunctions. At the same time, there we are going to discuss some important questions related to error spotting related to conjunctions which were asked in previous question papers. About those questions we are going to solve in the second video of conjunctions, my dear friends. So let us go and discuss in this video. So first we are going to discuss what are conjunctions. What are conjunctions? See, conjunctions are the words that link other words. Conjunctions are the words that are going to link other words, at the same time other phrases, sentences, even clauses, maybe dependent clause, both the dependent clauses it's going to join, or else independent clauses also it's going to join, my dear friends. Some important examples of conjunctions are, so here we can see and, or, but, nor, for, yet, so, although, because, after, at the same time. So not only but also, either, neither, neither, nor, either, or. So these are the some important what I can call conjunctions we have in English, my dear friends. My dear friends, conjunctions are also called as linking words. Conjunctions are also called as linking words. At the same time, we can call them as joiners because they are used for joining, they are used for linking between two words or two phrases or two sentences or two phrases or two clauses. So that's why they are called as linkers or they are called as joiners. So like this. So this is the meaning and function of a conjunction. Conjunction is one of the parts of speech in English. So at the same time, this can be used as linker in the sentences. So conjunction is going to link between two words or it's going to link between two phrases. So again you can ask, what is a phrase? Phrase is nothing but it's a group of words which gives some meaning. So even they are going to link phrases. At the same time, they are not only linking only words or phrases, but also they are going to link even clauses, my dear friends. Of course, you can ask, what is a clause? A clause is nothing but a clause is a clause has one subject and predicate, so which gives complete meaning. So here conjunction is going to join such clauses, my dear friends. So let us go and learn what are the types of conjunctions. My dear friends, there are three different kinds. There are three different kinds of conjunctions we have in English. So conjunctions are going to divide broadly into three different kinds. So what are they? So first and foremost is coordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunction. At the same time, second one is, this is the first one, subordinating conjunction is the second one, and correlative conjunction is the third one. So these are the three important kinds of conjunctions, my dear friends. So here, so each conjunction, that means each kind of the conjunction is going to serve its own, at the same time, for their different or distinct purpose. So they are going to serve their own, at the same time they are going to use for different purposes, because all the three conjunctions cannot be used in the same place, but they are going to use in different situations, and then they are serving their own purpose. So that's why, but the thing is, all the coordinating, subordinating, correlative conjunctions, they are working to bring words together, bring words, sentences, phrases, or clauses together. So actually the main intention of a conjunction is to join the words, phrases, sentences, or clauses, my dear friends. Okay, see, my dear friends, here first we are going to discuss what is a coordinating conjunction. See, my dear friends, here we have the meaning. What is a coordinating conjunction? See, a coordinating conjunction which coordinate conjunctions which coordinate or join two or more sentences. Coordinating conjunction is going to join two or more, what you can call, sentences. At the same time, they may join main clauses, or they are going to join words or other parts of speech which are the same syntactic importance. Syntax means word order. So that means the parts of speech which are thematically same importance. So it is going, coordinating conjunctions are going to join two equal words or phrases or sentences or clauses, okay, together. So that's why they are called as coordinating conjunctions. So coordinating conjunctions are also called as coordinators. Coordinating conjunctions are used to give equal emphasis to a pair of main clauses. So they are used to give equal importance, equal stress, equal emphasis to a pair of main clauses, or to a pair of equal status words, or equal status clauses, equal status phrases also, my dear friends. See, let us go and learn some important some important conjunctions we have in English. So there are mainly, see, my dear friends, there are mainly seven, what you can call, coordinating conjunction in English. So there are, how many conjunctions we have in English? Coordinating conjunctions in English. There are seven important coordinating conjunctions we have in English. They are very easy to remember if you understand, what you can call, this word. What is that word? Acronym. This is an acronym. If you remember this acronym, it is easy for you to remember these seven, what you can call, coordinating conjunctions, my dear friends. So what are the seven coordinating conjunctions? See here. So fanboys. Fanboys. F stands for, A for and, N for nor, B for but, O for or, Y for at, S for so. These are the 7 coordinating conjunctions we have in English, my dear friends. To remember these words, to remember these coordinating conjunctions better, you can remember this, what I can call acronym, that is fanboys. So if you remember fanboys, so easily you can remember all the 7 coordinating conjunctions of English. See, let us go and use these coordinating conjunctions into meaningful sentences first, my dear friends. See here, I am going to use some examples. You can eat cake with a spoon or a fork. You can eat a cake with a spoon or a fork. See here, a spoon and a fork are the two similar or equal syntactic words. That means here spoon is also a noun, fork is also a noun. So they are equal words in sentence. So in such conditions, so to join, to link these words, so we are going to use or. So in the next video we are going to learn where exactly we use or, where exactly we use but, where exactly we use so, and all those things. Just in this video we are going to learn only some examples of these coordinating conjunctions. See my dear friends, other B, what you can call but, also can be used. See, my dog enjoys being bought at the same but, enjoys but hates getting his nail trimmed. So here also but is also one of the important coordinating conjunctions. But is used for what you can call contrast situations. About this we are going to learn. Are is used for what? Are is used for alternative, either this or that. For such conditions we are going to use. But is used for contrast. So again, where do we exactly use, in what condition we are going to use, about them we are going to learn in detail in the next class. I means in the next video we are going to learn, my dear friends. So here another what I can call coordinating conjunction is so. So what is this? So he worked hard, so he got first class in the exam. See here, so is used for result, or sometimes for results can be used, my dear friends. So about that in detail we are going to learn in the next video, proper usage of these coordinating conjunctions. So at the same time, I hate to waste a drop of gas, for it is very expensive these days. See, for is used for reason. I mean, like in the meaning of because. So we are going to use. So these are the some what you can call important sentences framed by using coordinating conjunctions. In the next video, we are going to learn in detail about the proper usage of all these 7 coordinating conjunctions, my dear friends. Friends, so now we are going to discuss what subordinate conjunctions. See, my dear friends, subordinate conjunction. Let us go and learn the meaning of subordinate conjunction. Okay. See, a subordinate conjunction always introduces, a subordinate conjunction always introduces a dependent clause trying to an tying, always introduces a dependent clause and tying it to an independent clause. See, the main function of subordinate conjunction is to introduce a dependent clause. A dependent clause means a clause which gives meaning on its own is a dependent clause. So I think you might have learnt about this in what you can call complex sentences. A complex sentence has one main clause or dependent clause, main clause and independent clause. A complex sentence generally it has one what you can call dependent clause, other one is independent clause. So dependent clause is also called as what I can call subordinate clause. So at the same time independent is clause is also called as main clause or principal clause. So what is the main intention of subordinate conjunctions? It's going to introduce a subordinate clause or a dependent clause at the same time. So the main intention, the main purpose of using subordinate conjunctions is to tying. Tying means to knotting or to what you can call to linking a dependent clause or subordinate clause with the independent clause, my dear friends. So let us see. In contrast to coordinate conjunctions, a subordinate conjunction can often come first in a sentence. This is due simply to the nature of the relationship between the dependent and independent clause. See, my dear friends, in a sentence, so if we want, we can keep so many times a subordinate conjunctions can be used at the beginning of a sentence or in the middle of the sentence. I mean, subordinate conjunction can be used in the first part, later main clause can be used in the later part, I mean in the next part, or we can use the main clause in the first, the subordinate clause in the next, but it is impossible in coordinating conjunctions. We cannot use any coordinate conjunction in the beginning of a sentence. Keep this in your mind, my dear friends. Only subordinate conjunctions can be used in the beginning of sentences. Okay, so because there is a provision for this. So let us go and learn some important examples of what I can call subordinate conjunctions. Some important subordinate conjunctions are after, although, as if, as long as much as soon as though, because, before, by the time, even though, if, in order that, in case, in the event, that, even lest. See, once, only if, so only if, provided that, since, so, supposing that, then, though, till, unless, until, when, whenever, wherever, where, whereas, wherever, whether, not, while. These are the some important what I can call subordinate conjunctions we have in English. So about this proper usage of this also we are going to learn in the next video in detail, my dear friends. So here let us use some important subordinate conjunctions in meaningful sentences. See here, my dear friends. After, the words which are in blue color are all subordinate conjunctions. After dinner, we will go to bed, or we shall go to bed, or will go to bed. So here, after dinner is a subordinate clause or dependent clause. So after dinner, again it demands what? We will go to bed. So we will go to bed, this is a main clause. This is the main clause. Why? Because it gives independent meaning. We will go to bed. Again, it doesn't demand any other sentence, any other thing to give complete meaning. But this sentence is there, the first part, first clause, after dinner. This demands what? After dinner what? It demands some more information. So that's why this is dependent clause or subordinate clause. So subordinate conjunction always in the beginning of the subordinate clause, my dear friends. See, let us go and learn with the other examples. See, in this example, until we find it. This is also a subordinate conjunction, my dear friend. Until is the subordinate conjunction. Until we find it is a subordinate clause or dependent clause, my dear friends. Subordinate clause or dependent clause. See, up to here, until we find it. Then we want, that means it demands some other information. So this sentence depends on main clause, my dear friends. So that's why until we find it, we cannot live. We cannot live, it gives independent meaning, but until we find it, it demands some other information to complete its meaning. That's why this is subordinate clause, this is independent clause. Sorry, okay, main clause or independent clause. So always subordinate conjunctions are used at the beginning of the subordinate clause, my dear friends. So like this here also, if you find out, then what? Again it demands some other information. So that's why this is subordinate clause. If is a subordinate conjunctions. See, all the places you might have seen in almost all the sentences, a subordinate conjunction is used in the beginning of the subordinate clause. So of course this can be used in the end also. Please let me know if you find out. If you find out, please let me know. So here you see these two sentences, two clauses, clause number 1 and clause number 2, you can use in the beginning or in the end. So if you want to use this main clause in the beginning, you can use please let me know if you find out, or if you find out, please let me know. This is the one of the main characteristics of subordinate clause you must keep in your mind, my dear friends. So next, whenever I go, I try to see something I have never seen before. Whenever I go, I try to see something I have never seen before. So like this, in case you hadn't heard, I couldn't, careless. So these are the some important, what I can call, subordinate conjunctions. Again, subordinate conjunctions we are going to learn in detail, my dear friends. See, next month we are going to learn another type of conjunction is correlative conjunction. Correlative conjunction. So what is the function of this? What is the meaning of this? That we are going to learn. A correlative conjunction is a conjunction. It's a sort of like tag team conjunctions. So they are the conjunctions, they are like sort of tag team conjunctions. They go together only. So they come in pairs, you see. Correlative conjunctions always come in pairs. Always go like couple. And you have to use both of them in different places in a sentence. See, you have to use means you must use these two conjunctions. You should not use individually. You have to use both, but in different places, but in a sentence, my dear friends. So correlative conjunctions are the conjunctions, they are like pairs. So they are used, they must be used in a sentence, but in different places to correlate each other, my dear friends. So at the same time, different places in a sentence to make them work. In order to make them work, we must use into two different parts of a sentence. This is the meaning of correlative conjunction, my dear friends. So let us go and learn some examples of correlative conjunctions. See here. So most important correlative conjunctions are both and, both dash dash dash, and either, nor, neither, nor, not, not only but all, not but, again not only but also. Okay. uh, as dash as also, just as so also, the more and the less, again the more and the more. These two are the correlative conjunctions, the more and the more. No sooner than, again so as, here you see so as, and then again etc. Some other correlative conjunctions we have in English. So again about the rules of these correlative conjunctions, where exactly we use, how exactly we use in a sentence, about this we are going to learn in detail in the next video of conjunctions part 2, my dear friends. At the same time, let us go and learn some examples. That means let us go and learn, let us go and use some important correlative conjunctions in meaningful sentences. See, my dear friends, here we have, see what we have here. I either want coffee or tea. Either want coffee or tea. Either and or is the correlative conjunction. About the proper uses of this we are going to learn in the next video, my dear friends. So like this, both and are the two correlative conjunctions. I will have both the textbook and the workbook. Wherever you use both, you must use and correlative conjunction with that. If you want to use both as the conjunction, there and also should be used. That's why this is correlative conjunction, my dear friend. Like this, neither Raju nor Raghu attended the function. Here also neither and nor are the two correlative conjunctions. They are used in a sentence at different places to make them work, my dear friends. So like this, he eats not only vegetable but also non-veg. He eats not only veg but also non-veg. So these are the some important correlative conjunctions, my dear friends. In this video we have learnt what is the meaning of conjunction, at the same time what are the three types of conjunctions. So mainly there are three types of conjunctions. One is subordinate conjunction, coordinate conjunction, correlative conjunctions. So again some examples of coordinating conjunction, some examples of ordinate conjunctions, some examples of correlative conjunctions also we have that means learnt. At the same time we try to use them. Some examples we have learnt by using such what you can call conjunctions in meaningful sentences. In the next class we are going to learn some of the most important rules which are related to conjunction. So thank you, my dear friends, for watching this video.